What's up, guys? It's XcaliburForceXtreme. Here today with another epic Beyblade battle against, where is it? Hold on. Odin Heavy Defense, but not really. Today we're gonna be doing an epic review of this Beyblade here, the best Beyblade, XcaliburForceXtreme. And, first up is this layer, Xcalibur.
So Xcalibur is actually, in my opinion, it has the most KO attack of any part in the Beyblade Burst game so far. As in, like, it hits harder than Victory, Valkyrie. What else is attack? I guess Lost Longinus, maybe. Minoboros, Drager, Beast Behemoth, any of those. I think that Xcalibur is better at KOing than any of them. It'll just hit things with the sword and it'll knock them out. But the problem is that it's only got this one main contact point. So it's got to be spinning real fast in order for that to make contact. And its weight distribution means that it's kind of like off balance. If you look at the shape, you'll see, like, you can kind of see why it's got the sword and then the point on the other hand, the other side. That makes it a bit difficult to control, and that's why it doesn't see as much use compared to like Valkyrie or V2 or any of those. But I still think it's a lot more powerful, and if you can get the launch down right, it can KO pretty much anything. Except for maybe like a dedicated KO defense combo, but we don't really see any of those. Stamina's kind of bad. And oh, another thing is that just because Xcalibur has to be spinning so fast to make that contact point hit, and the contact point sticks out so much that when it does hit something, it'll take a lot of rotational recoil, which means that like it will lose a lot of spin, or it'll like lose a lot of teeth clicks, which makes it self-burst pretty frequently. So that's also something you should be careful about when using it. But like, I don't know, I like it. It's one of the best KO attack layers out there, if not the best. Force, it's got four sides. The way it's like lined up, it kind of lines up with the Valkyrie pretty well. Like this point's under one of the contact points, these two, and then this one's at the top. Kind of like a diamond on the triangle type of matchup. It meshes really well with it. I know it was popular around like the end of 2015, beginning of 2016 on Valkyrie Force Extreme. But I think that Force has kind of become outclassed by stuff like Triple and Magnum for Valkyrie because those align better with it because they're actually three-sided. Limited might outclass it. They kind of serve a similar purpose. But either way, it's not a bad choice to use for Valkyrie. Probably better than something like Heavy. And yeah, Force is... Hold on. Sorry about that. Force is... It's not a bad part, but it's probably the worst out of all the parts in Excalibur. And lastly, we have Xtreme. Xtreme is the rubber flat driver. Kind of like RF from Storm Pegasus, or like Grip Flat Core from Dragoon MS. It's the best driver for KO attack. It's good at keeping the flower pattern. It's got a lot of friction, a lot of speed. So it's really good at just knocking things out of the stadium. One thing to be careful of though is because of all this friction, it's more likely to self-burst. And its stamina also isn't too great compared to something like Excel or Zephyr. But it's a lot more powerful than both of those. And it's also a lot faster too. So something if you have like Xtreme versus Excel, Xtreme is usually going to win. In an attack versus attack battle. But yeah, Xtreme is really good on KO setups like Excalibur, Heavy Xtreme, Victory Valkyrie, Knuckle Xtreme. I know I personally haven't had too much success with it, but Dragger Heavy Xtreme is good. Beast Behemoth Heavy Xtreme. Some people like Lost Longinus Gravity Xtreme. I can't get anything out of that personally. But yeah, Xtreme is pretty good. And overall, that makes Xcalibur Force Extreme pretty much a must-buy Beyblade for Burst, because it's got this great layer for KO attack, okay disc, it's still usable but kind of outclassed at this point, and a great driver for KO attack. It's a must-have if you want to do KO attack stuff. And yeah, I definitely recommend buying this. It also comes with a string launcher, which is actually kind of weaker than the long winder, but I prefer it for using KO attack because it gives you more control over the launch, which is something you want to use when you're doing the sliding shoot. So yeah, definitely pick up Xcalibur Force Extreme. It's a good Beyblade, and I'll see you guys next time.